Well, welcome to my channel, Maryborn ND. This is week 6 of the Three Rivers Challenge, and this is a recording of the first week of February, and it's getting to be a little more challenging. If you're doing this along with me, I would like to know what kind of challenges you're running into. What have you found? Have you discovered new recipes or new ideas on what to do with maybe leftovers or maybe some new recipes that sounded exciting to you and you went along with it? Now, unfortunately, I don't do recipes. I give you the general idea, and if you've been cooking as long as I've been cooking, which is about 70 years, you go by heart more than you go by exact amounts and by taste. So I hope that my videos have been giving you some good ideas on what you can do. We have been saving a lot of money going through my backlog of food that you kind of you buy and then you wonder, what did I get this for? Or you saw it and it sounded interesting and then you forgot how to use it type of thing. So then you got to find new ways to use it. But um, I have quite a few uh, food choices that I went through. A lot of what we did last week was heated leftovers. As you go through, when there's only two of us, you go through there, you usually can't use up everything that you make. And oftentimes, if I'm making something out of ground beef and I'm thawing a pound of ground beef, we don't eat a pound of ground beef. So I will divide that pound of ground beef in half and use half of it to make meatballs, but we don't eat a half a pound of meatballs at one sitting. So sometimes the meatballs will be in a spaghetti sauce, and sometimes it will be in a cream sauce. Um, so those are used differently. The other half I use as ground, chopped, ground up um, meat, and maybe some of that will go towards spaghetti sauce and maybe some of it will go towards sloppy joes. So I have at least 4 different meals out of that 1 pound of ground beef. And you might be able to do things like that as well. Now, I don't know the size of your family. Of course, you're going to have to multiply that by the amount of people in your family. And if you have children, you may reduce it, may increase it if you have teenage boys like I did at one time. So for some reason, teen boys, they eat like 2 adult men sometimes. Like, where does that go? So in the first video, I cut up some chicken breasts. They were left over, so 2 chicken breasts come in a packet. I used one the week before and then saved the second chicken breast and used it for the meal that you'll see in one of the videos. And I cut it up and put it in a egg wash and then um, breaded it and this time I usually fry it and I prefer to do that. For some reason I had potatoes that I wanted to air fry at the same time and I thought just shove them all in at the same time, but was not pleased with the texture of the air fried chicken. It was tough on the outside. So I don't think I'll be doing that again. I prefer actually to actually fry them, and the moisture from that oil helps to keep the exterior crisp and crunchy, which I like. Um, so the second meal was leftover meatloaf, and I sliced it and I heat it with ketchup and then had some roasted potatoes with it and corn coleslaw. We also had leftover lasagna, which I like to put sauce and heat the lasagna in a saucepan to try and make sure that it's heated through. It seems like if I bake it, it gets too dry. So we prefer I start off with a little bit of water, put the squares of lasagna in that, let it steam, then I add sauce, and then take the cover off and let the sauce kind of thicken up, and that's the way we like leftover lasagna. Also made ham and scalloped potatoes. The um, potatoes was my final white sweet potato. When I ordered these from, gosh, I think they were around Thanksgiving time. I ordered sweet potatoes and um, from Azure, and when they came, they were white. Not what I expected. But anyway, they worked fine in the scallop potatoes dish. I'm sorry, that keeps moving on me. I also found a box of Ghirardelli brownie mix and used that up, uh, which my husband appreciated very much. He loves those brownies. And I added walnuts to it, and you'll see that in the coming videos. Made a sloppy Joe um, mac. So I made sloppy Joe mix, basically, not from a box. It's from my own brown sugar and mustard and ketchup and some onions and seasonings and then cooked the macaroni separately, then added it to the sloppy Joe mix, and we call it sloppy Joe mac, and I like a little cheese on top of it. Um, I used also oh uh, the bread I had made in I think it was week 5. I made homemade bread, and I took a bit of it and stuck it in the freezer, so it was just a little mound of it. And I thawed it and I rolled it out, and that was the crust for our pizza. And that's the final video you'll see in my meals for week 6. So I hope you enjoy them. I hope you get some good ideas from what I've done and what I continue to do. I will be continue doing the challenge through February, but it's getting busy right now. We're doing our seeds on Saturday. I'm hosting a seed exchange, and um, I'm getting anxious for the not anxious, but excited about the spring. And I've been doing some walks. Today it's beautiful, sunny, 35 degrees, not exactly warm, but it looks beautiful out there. And in Michigan, we'll take all the sun we can get. So I hope you're having a good day. I hope that this video gives you some incentive to do some from scratch cooking and save money. So that's it for now. Keep watching for the videos to come, and I'll see you in the next one.